Hi everybody, I'm really excited to be with you today. We are going to do a lesson that helps us read this story called Tom on Top. And by the time we're finished, you are going to be excellent readers of this story. I'm really excited. There's a couple things you're going to need when we get started. So in a minute, I want you to pause the video and make sure you have the materials you need. I want you to have a pencil, and I also want you to have a piece of paper. And on that paper, I would really like you to do your best to try and draw some boxes just like mine. And then you can add the numbers 1, 2, 3 at the bottom of your screen. So pause the video, go get paper and pencil, and when you come back, push play and we'll get started. Okay, set that paper and pencil aside, because first we're going to work with sounds, and all we need for this are our ears, our voices, our hands for some motions, and some tapping fingers. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to say some parts of words, and I'm going to listen for you to blend them together and say the whole word. So if I say k, an, you're going to blend those sounds together and say can. That's right. I'll leave a little pause so that you can say it, and then I'll follow up. Okay. Listen carefully. N, ought, not. S, e, see. N, an, nan. That's right. T, tom, t, op, top. That's right. Okay, now I want us to listen for the first sound that you hear in a word. So if I say can, I'm going to listen for the first sound from you, give a pause, and then say k. Next word, not. N, see. Nan, tom, t, top, t. That's awesome, picking out the first sounds and words. All right, this one will be a little bit harder. We're going to listen for the last sound in a word. So the word is can, and I like to pull it out like this and punch up in the air to get that ending sound. So I would say can, and that last sound I hear is, when I punched up, was n. Here's the word not, not. Ending sound, t. That's right. See, see. Ending sound, e. Nan, nan. Ending sound, n. Tom, tom. Ending sound, m. Last one, top, top. Ending sound, p. That's right. Okay. Now I'm going to say all of the sounds in a word, and I want you to repeat the sounds and then blend them together. So if our first word is k, a, n, I want you to say can, and then blend it together. All right, here comes the next sounds. N, a, t. Your turn. Not. Here's the next one. N, a, n. Your turn. Nan. Here's the next one. T, a, m. Your turn. Tom. Very nice. And the last one. T, a, p. Your turn. Top. That's right. Okay, last activity, we're going to get our tapping fingers together. I'm going to say the word, you're going to say the word, and then we're going to tap out the sounds together. Are you ready? Can. K, a, n. Not. N, a, t. On. A, n. See. S, e. Nan. N, a, n. Tom. T, a, m. Top. T, a, p. Awesome job with all of those sounds. In a minute, you're going to get to see the letters that make all of those sounds that are going to make words for us for our story. Now we're going to practice reading some of the words that we're going to see in our story. We're going to start by having a little dot come up, and when that dot comes up, we're going to say the sound that the letter represents, and then after we've done all three, we're going to blend them together. So it's going to go something like this. N, a, n. And then we get our finger ready at the beginning, and you can put your finger on the screen, and then we blend it together and say nan. Let's try the next one. T, a, m. Get your finger under that first and under the T, and we'll blend it together. Tom. And you can point right to the screen when you're doing this. Let's try again. T, a, p. Top. N, a, t. Not. Nice job. K, a, n. Can. A, n. On. Great job. Alright, this next part is really cool. We are going to start writing words based on the sounds that you're hearing. So this is when you're going to need your paper that we got ready earlier with the boxes and something to write with. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to say a word, nan. Then you're going to say the word. And now let's tap it out and hear how many sounds do we hear in the word nan. N, a, n. We hear 3 sounds. So what I'm going to have you do is put a dot in 3 different boxes for the word nan. So you can do this with me. N, a, n. So we know we've got 3 different sounds. What would you expect to see first with the sound n? An N, that's right. In the next box, let's see. N, a, n. That middle sound is a. What letter do you expect to be there? An A, that's right. Nan. N, a, n. That last sound is also n. So we're going to write another A. That's correct. And then in my longer box on the side, I just want to write out the whole word nan. Did you notice that I used a capital letter? That's because Nan in our story is a person. It's a name. It's a proper noun, so I used a capital letter. Let's try another one. Tom. Your turn. Let's tap it out. T, a, m. Let's put a dot in each box to represent each sound. T, a, m. 3 dots. Alright, let's start assigning the sounds. The first sound was T. What letter do we expect to see there? A T. P. That's right. T, ah. O, Tom. T, ah, That last sound, that's right, was And then I'm going to write those letters together to form a word. Tom. You're going to notice I used a capital letter there too because the other character in our story that we're going to read is Tom. Here's another word. Can. Your turn. Let's tap it. K, a, n. All right, a dot to represent each sound. K, a, n. What do you hear first? K. We're going to write a C there. Can. K, a. What letter do you expect to see? A. An A. And the ending sound? K, a, n. That N. And then I'm going to write the word can all together. Here comes another one. Not. N, a, t. Let's do our dots. N, a, t. First sound. N. A. Ending sound. T. And let's write the word not. Excellent job. If I'm going too fast, you can always hit pause so you have time to write, and then you could go back a little bit if you need to see it again. Here's our last word. Top. T, a, p. All right, say the sounds with me as we put our dots. T, a, p. First sound. T, a, p. And let's write the word top. Awesome job using sound boxes and spelling words. We have the word Nan, Tom, can, not, and top. Awesome job. Pat yourself on the back. This might be a good time to press pause on the video if you feel like you need a little stretch break. So push pause, do some jumping jacks, or touch your toes, or go get a glass of water, and then when you're back, hit play and we'll get started. There is a word that we want to talk about before we get started on the next section. It's the word see. Say see. Let's tap out the sounds. S, E, see. Now you might have noticed something right here. We have two sounds, S, E, but we have three letters. The first sound in C is S, and that's written with the letter S. And the second sound in the word see is E. And in this word, it's written with two E's. We haven't learned that spelling yet. We will later. So right now, we just need to remember that part by heart, the E-E. That looks different than some of the other patterns that we've been learning. So let's say the sounds again. S, E, C, and we'll blend it together. See. You're going to see this word a lot in other reading that you do and in the story that we read today. And no matter how you see it, if it's in a different color or a different type, it's the same word. See, like I see a beautiful yellow flower. There it is again, see. You can see the clouds roll in. Check it out this way. See, my friend can see me on the swings. And in this curly font, see. I want to see an exciting movie this afternoon. It's the same word, no matter how it's written. See. All right, it is time for us to read some words. you're going to see a word come up in a box and then little dots that follow. As we see the dots, we're going to say each sound, n, a, n, and then we're going to blend it together, nan. Watch this next one. T, a, m, tom. All right, I want you to use your voice at home and follow along with me. A, n, on. K, a, n, can. Okay, now you're going to see a little guy at the top corner, and that's think. So I'm going to say think, and then I want you, and then I'll say read, and then I want you to read the word that's in that box. I'll follow up, I'll give you a pause, and then it'll be your turn. So think, read, nan, think, read, Tom, think, read, on, think, read, can. All right, let's go down to our next row. We're going to follow that same procedure. T, up, top. T, a, tom. S, e, see. Remember, there's our word that we practiced earlier. The e together is making the e sound. N, a, t, not. Okay, think, read, top, think, read, Tom, think, read, see, think, read, not. Next row, k, a, n, can, n, a, n, nan, s, e, see, n, a, t, not. Think, read, can, think, read, nan, think, read, see, think, read, not. All right, let's try this column, and we'll just go down the column and read those words together. You can follow your voice along with mine. Nan, top, can. Next column. Tom, Tom, nan. Next column. On, see, see. Next column. Can, not, not. Excellent job reading these words. If you want, this is a good time to pause the video and you can go through and practice these again if you need more practice. All right, let's get your paper and pencil back out. We are going to write some words and some sentences together, and then it'll be time for us to read our little story. All right, the first word I want you to write is top. Say top, top. Now let's tap out the sounds. T, a, p, top. If you want, you can put a little dot on your paper for each sound, and you can just try to write it. So take your pencil, t, a, p. You can pause the video if you want to, and when you're ready, turn it back on. And there it is. You can check your work. If you didn't get all the sounds, you can cross this out, cross out what you wrote, and then write top underneath it. All right, our next sentence is going to say, I see Tom. Let's say that together. I see Tom. Ooh, I have 3 words. I see Tom. If you want, you can write a line to represent each word. And then I want you to pause the video while you try to write, I see Tom. Now you can check your work and see if you got it. I see Tom. Did you notice I used a capital I at the beginning of my sentence? I is always capitalized when it's on its own. And I have a capital T for Tom because that's a name, and it's also going to be the character in our story. And I bet you also noticed that period at the end of the sentence. All right, let's do one more. Nan can see. Let's say it together. Nan can see. Also 3 words. Nan can see. So this is a good time to pause the video and take your pencil and write Nan can see. Now you can check your work. Notice I have a capital N for Nan because that's a name and also going to be a character in our story. And I have a period at the end of my sentence. Nice job trying to write these sentences. We are ready to read our story. Remember, it's called Tom on Top. And I'm going to get, let's see if I can make this work. I'm going to get my little laser pointer and I'm going to come over here and we're going to go through this together. I see Tom on top. If you need to, when you get to one of these words, if you're not sure what it is, you can do the sounds like this one. T, ah, Tom, and then you can blend it together. Okay, I'm going to read the whole sentence and then you get to echo it back to me with your voice. Here we go. I see Tom on top. Your turn. Nice job. All right, let's go to the next sentence. We'll read it slowly together the first time. Nan can not see Tom. We can try it a little quicker. Nan can not see Tom. Okay, this time I'm going to read it a little quicker and then you can echo with your voice. Here we go. Nan cannot see Tom. Your turn. Nice job. Let's go to that last sentence. Look, it starts with a capital T. Here we go. Tom can not see Nan. Let's try again. Tom can not see Nan. I'll read it one more time and then you can echo with your voice. Tom cannot see Nan. Your turn. This is a pretty silly story, isn't it? Here's Tom right there, Tom on top. This must be Nan, and I can see them both, but Nan cannot see Tom because Tom is on top. I think Tom really could see Nan if he wanted to, though, don't you? One other thing that you can try to do when you're reading this story is to scoop. And I'm going to switch and get myself a little pen to write with, and I can do this. I see Tom on top. Nan cannot see Tom. Tom cannot see Nan. So if you want, you can pause the video here and then take your pointer finger and just follow along on the screen and read those scoops. You could read them to yourself. You could go impress somebody in your family and read it to them. Congratulations on being able to read this story. There are a lot of fun things that you could do next now that you've finished your story. For example, this might make little dots on my screen. Let's see if it works for me. You could read this story to another kid that's in your house, or do a FaceTime with a buddy that's not in your house. You could read this story to a pet. You could read this story to an adult in your house. I know they would be really proud of you and want to hear your hard work. You could read this to a stuffed animal, and maybe you could even record your voice and send it to your teacher. That would be awesome. One other activity you can do, which I think would be really fun, is to make your own story about Tom and Nan. So let's see if this works for Mrs. Fox. Let's see, I think I have to get out of here and just say I want my arrow back. And I think if I click right here, you're going to get to see my paper 1, 2, 3. I started to rewrite the sentences from the story, and then I made my own picture to go with it. So in my story, Tom is a bird, and he is on top of the tree, and Nan is a bird, and she is sitting on a stump next to the tree, and they're not facing the same direction, and that's why they can't see each other. So you can be super creative and do anything that you want to make this story. So think about how you're going to let your teacher know that you did all this hard work. You might be going back into Empower and clicking a green button that said you completed the work. You might be going on to your Wonders page and finding this story. Maybe you are taking a picture of your work or recording your voice. Your teacher might have a Zoom meeting set up where she's going to have this or he's going to have it, and you can read it. Or you might even be using Dojo or Google Classroom. Whatever you do, let somebody know about all of the hard work you're doing. I am so proud of you, and I will see you next time.